Josh against Carl, which has been one of the most eagerly anticipated fights in British boxing. Ever since it was announced, people have been talking about it. Who do you fancy? Is it going to be Carl, who said he's a different level? Is it going to be Josh, who's so proud to have won that world title in front of his own fans at Elland Road when he accounted for Lee Selby? It's got absolutely all the makings, this one, Francis. It's a top fight, and anybody who says otherwise, I would venture to suggest, doesn't know a great deal about boxing.
Well, this is exactly what it is. It's one of the best fights boxing can offer at the moment. You know, as we mentioned at the start of the press conference, Josh coming off that fantastic win, winning the world title in front of his home fans at Elland Road, sold out Elland Road, and Kaiser Chiefs playing. It was just electric. And you know, we followed that up back in August with Carl's great win against Luke Jackson at sold out Windsor Park. Again, electric atmosphere, and you know, the fight was announced on that night. It feels like I've been waiting forever for it. We're finally here for, as I said, the best fight in boxing this year. It's two guys at the peak of their careers, and you know, I just cannot pick a winner. You know, I've had the same conversations as you've had since August. You know, who do you fancy? Nobody can pick a winner, because you say one guy 1 minute, another guy the next minute. It's just a fantastic, intriguing spectacle of a fight. And I cannot wait for it, and I'm sure everyone in this room will agree with me that that's definitely the best man will win on Saturday, and the rewards for that are unifications next year. If it's a close fight, you can do a return. There's all sorts of permutations for the result, but what we do know is that it's anticipated as a great fight for a reason, because it is that. It's fantastic.
Well, the bookies have got Carl as the favourite. I checked this morning, and Josh as the champion, you can get as much as 7-4 against him retaining his title, which people might say is a fairly enticing sort of bet in a two-horse race, particularly coming on the back of his performance against Lee Selby. But Carl, believing, I know that you're back to the form of your life, working with Jamie Moore, and 3 days away from the fight now. How are you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm excited. I'm relaxed. Looking forward to a good fight, a tough fight, which I prepared for in the gym. But at this stage, I'm just relaxed. You know, my nature is to be a laid back. I feel like I'm pretty laid back, and I'll be laid back right up until the ring walk probably. So, and at this point in time, I'm in a good place.
It's been kind of gentlemanly and respectful since the fight was announced. Do you not sense a bit more of an edge as you get closer?
I think everyone does. It's a fight at the end of the day, so there's always going to be a bit more tension. And the thing is, I think there is respect between me and Josh, and no, I know there's respect between us, but it's a fight. And I got a text message from a good friend of mine recently, yesterday actually, and he just said, total respect, but no fear. And that's what I'm going to do this fight. Total respect for Josh, but absolutely no fear.
Where are you as a boxer now, compared with the guy who beat Leo Santa Cruz?
I believe I'm better. Firstly because, you know, I was beating guys like Santa Cruz and even Quake when I wasn't really enjoying boxing, and I fucking hated it. If I'm being honest, I hated it. But I was still getting big performances. But now I'm enjoying it. Now I look forward to the gym. Now I put in maximum effort in training sessions. I'm switched on. I have a much more smarter approach to my camps and trainers, like Martin said as well earlier on. We're in the same team, and it's a very scientific approach we have. And I feel like I'm better now than when I beat guys like Leo Santa Cruz.
Now, before we hear from Josh, you've gone down on record as saying that you believe that you are a different class of fighter to him. Do you still have that in the back of your mind as you're so close to the fight?
Well, look, I believe that he's a very good fighter. I believe this is going to be a tough fight, but I believe that I beat any featherweight in the world on my day, and Josh Warrington is a featherweight, and I believe I can beat them all. But I'm fully focused on this man. I'll give him the respect he deserves. I'm completely focused on him, But I believe I'm like the best featherweight on the planet.
Josh, IBF champion, you're hearing that from Carl. Just give us your reactions first of all to that.
First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for turning out, as always. Fantastic attendance. Thank you for the support, those who bought the tickets. I know it's close to Christmas, but you're in for a real cracker this weekend. Obviously, the card's fantastic. Main event here for Ultimate Bauble, world title. Yeah, I don't know. I wasn't expecting that kind of response from Carl. Obviously, the few interviews where I've seen his ass a little bit with some stuff, but obviously tensions grow when fights get closer. I said from 12 weeks ago when we sat face to face at the round table that I'd shown all the respect to Carl, and that's what I've really done. There's been a few interviews where maybe it's twisted the words or whatever, but I respect Carl as a fighter, and I've not looked at him as over the hill or finished or anything like that. I've gone into this training camp preparing for a Carl Frampton, like he says he is, like he says his ultimate prime, and that excites me. That's what makes me get up in the morning and when my body's tired, I graft my ass up in gym, I work hard, and that night in May would have been a very special night, and what you gain from that is confidence and momentum, and you've got to run with that, and I feel like it can take you up a few levels as a fighter, and I keep hearing this about levels, and I don't know how many levels there is, but hopefully I can find that this weekend. I'm excited. Carl says he's in a good place. I have to echo that. I'm in a very good place, and I used to get maybe worked up with fights prior to this because you had to win to get to this stage. But this is what you're part of. These big nights, these big build-ups. People say, why didn't you have a steady defence? No, I'm not about that. I want to have the big fights. I believe I'm capable of beating any featherweight, and I've been written off from like English title level. And I want to find the best. Talks of unification, it excites me. I wouldn't want a steady one after this one. I'd want to go straight up to the States and fight like Oscar Valdez. So I'm loving all this at the minute. I'm loving the occasion, loving the build-up of the camp, and the best thing is about to happen on Saturday.
7 months since that great night at Allen Road. How have you enjoyed having that belt and walking around saying, "Yeah, I'm the champion"?
Well. Like summertime, we had World Cup and I got a few sambucas in a few nightclubs, so it's not going to do me too bad. It's got me free parking and stuff like that in the City Centre in Leeds, so it's done alright to be fair. I've started to enjoy the fruits of being a world champion, but like anything, it goes in box at the end of the day and sits at bottom of my bed, and that's that. I don't look at myself, or I don't say to my missus, "Hey, that last make us a cup of tea, I'm world champion." No, I still do dishes and stuff like that. I still pick dog shit up in garden. Do you know what I mean? It's like I ain't changed as a person. It's just that bottom black lady inside of me when I'm in my career. And I'll look back when I retire and really appreciate what I've done. But this moment in time, I just want to add more to it. I want to go as far as I can. When we fight in Selby fight, people didn't give me a chance. I knew me and my team knew we were going to get the victory. And after, as soon as I got back to change rooms, the case of who's next, and mate, the fire is burning every brightly in my stomach. I'm so hungry, and I can't wait to get in there, honestly.
Carl thinks that he's, as you've heard, he's at a level now higher than at any stage in his career. At 31, he thinks he's at his best. Do you agree that he's at his best?
We'll have to see. I mean, I say I've heard a lot in interviews and whatnot. I've never said that he passed his best or like that. All I said is you can't really judge the performances against Denair, against Luke Jackson, against the other geezer, more boxed up in Belfast after a long layoff. It's the same ones as he likes it at Santa Cruz. You can't judge them performances off that one, and that's when Carl will probably at his peak of career. Obviously, every fighter has peak years. It's a long career and it's a long time to hold that level. But like I've just said earlier, me and my team were prepared for the very best Carl Frampton. I'd be a mug if I were to look at him as over the hill or anything like that. So I'm just hoping that after when hand gets raised again, that there's no excuses of I could have done this, I could have done that, or it's finished, and we still a pint after.
Pint after. Steve, you'd be up for that, would you?
I'm off the drink. I've been for nearly a year, but I'll have a pint of Coke or something after. Look, again, plenty of respect there for me, but absolutely no fear going into this fight, and I'm willing to put it all on the line, anything it takes to win. And I think, not really personally knowing Josh, but knowing him a little bit, I think he's probably of the same kind of mindset, and that's why it has the ingredients to be a quality fight.
You kind of been there, done it, wanting now to get the belt back at the age of, what are you now, 31?
Yeah.
How much does that ambition still burn in you as a boxer?
To be honest, it's probably there more than ever because I've been written off, and I think it's unjust, really. You know what? You look at the fights I had, Kuwait, Santa Cruz, and I got beat in a close fight in the second time with Santa Cruz after beating him in the first fight, and people think I'm done. I've been round the houses to get in this position to fight for a world title again. I should have realistically been walking in straight back into a world title shot. But I've had 3 fights to get here. I'm not going to let anyone take it away from me. I want this title more than I've ever wanted a title. And there's people out there who've doubted me, and people out there who think that I'm done. And this will be, sticking the fingers up to them and saying there's plenty left to give.
Leo Santa Cruz out there, Oscar Valdez as well. If you get through this, obviously there are more big fights.
Yeah, of course. Look, one fight at a time. I need to beat George Warrington, or that's all pie in the sky, at this point in time. So I need to win this fight. And you're right, there is huge fights. And that's the carrot dangling, The world title is enough. I want to be a world champion again, but I want to unify my second division. And I'm hoping to fight after Warrington, one of the other champions in the division.
And would you have the similar ambitions, Josh? You're a star in Leeds, and here you are fighting in Manchester this weekend, but the prospect of fighting, as Carl did, in the States, that must be huge for you.
Almost definitely. I say, box takes with Ellen Road, a dream achieved. Throughout my career, I've been going on achieving dreams, things that people thought I'd never be capable of doing it. I thought when I won British side of the Leeds Arena that I'd be never be topped. Europeans and international fights, world title, and a massive underdog against Lee Selby when no one gave me any chance whatsoever. And now we're over in Vegas when Carl lost his world title. And I'd seen the build-up, I'd seen his fans all about the bars and the pubs, and I'd said from that day, I want to taste this. I want to be going over to the States and having the big nights over there. I want to be taking the crazy Leeds fans along, and whoever wants to follow our journey. And it's all touching distance now. It's not like I'm talking on my arse. It can all be made. All I've got to do is keep winning. So that's what's my drive. Keep winning, and the big fights, the big nights will happen.
So lastly, before we open it up to the floor and questions from people who are here, and of course lots of interviews I'm sure to follow that, just for the wider audience and people watching online, what do you think is the key factor for you in the fight on Saturday? What makes you think you're going to win?
I'm quite light with my headbutts and my elbows, so they might come into play. But listen, I'm hungry. And a lot of people don't know what I'm capable of, because I know one give me a chance against Selby. We won't be able to do this, we won't be able to do that, but we have not Selby easy. I know Selby's a different fighter to Carl, but we've always been able to adapt. I just think people look at me as a come forward pressure fighter, but I've got different attributes and some stuff I haven't even brought to the table. So it's about timing as well. I think it's my time. The way that everything's gone, like I said, confidence, momentum, everything going all in my stride. I feel I'd beat anyone in the world now, John. But what a show it's going to be. We're talking about two of the best sets of fans in the world. I've been over to Belfast. first hand when I've seen Carl's fans, and they're fantastic, they make some noise. That being said, you see my fans back in May, Ellen Road, they bring the noise too, so it's going to be cold in there in terms of noise, and then two fighters who want it bad, it makes a special fight, so we don't have to be chucking tables at each other or, slanging each other to death for it to sell. If you're a boxing person, if you know boxing, then you know that this is the fight to watch this weekend. And
final word for you, Carl. What do you think is the key for you winning this?
Well, it depends. I think that no matter what Josh and his team say, I think that they think that I am over the hill. And
I said, Carl, I've never said it.
I've
never thought that you're over the hill. I just said that a couple of minutes ago. I said, I don't think you're over the hill. I've been preparing for you. Ready to go.
I've seen things in the media that kind of suggest that, and I think that when this fight is taking place and it's getting sticky, if it may turn into a dog fight, I'm prepared for it, and that's when they'll see and they'll realise that I'm not over the hill and I have so much left to go. Josh mentioned that he wants it more than me. I don't know him personally, I don't know how much he wants it, but it would be very hard to want it more than I want this title right now.
Hey Fight fans, it's Michelle Joy Phelps. If you haven't already subscribed to my YouTube channel, make sure you go ahead and do so by clicking this icon right here and hit the bell button so you can get notified every time we upload a new video. And we also have a free app available on iTunes and Google Play, so make sure you go and download that. Bye Fight fans.